Hi, McCall. Give your Nana a call, would you please, my love? I'll talk to you. Bye-bye. The last time I saw my dad was when I was about 4 or 5 years old, that I remember. And the one time I remember is we were in a big hallway and he had fallen ill. And just him and I. We went somewhere to a store and I was dressed up. And he was in this big hallway and he was kicking his feet. He was laying down and he was kicking his feet. And he was ill. I don't know what disease, what he had, but he had something. It should have kept him out of the army, but Hitler came and got you. You either die on the spot or you come. That's the choice you got. We didn't know whether he passed away. We weren't ever notified. It was such a... Omi had to just declare him dead. We declared him dead as of January 45, I think. Because he couldn't get a pension unless he was declared dead. Omi tried to get a hold of his buddies, and they must have all been together because none of them came home. They were somehow massacred on the way. He was out, what we understand, he was out scouting to see how far the Russians had come into where he was staying, how far they had come progressed. thing I do remember that we have no pictures of. But people were crazy during those times. There was no way to get out, to go anywhere except foot, your own 2 feet. And that wouldn't get you any place very fast. And so one man, a lot of people jumped on top of the trains when the trains were filled because they wouldn't let him in. The train was filled and you could only have so many. So this guy had jumped up on the roof and he had froze partway. And he got so numb and cold, he let go. And the train ran over his legs. Now, I didn't have any pictures there. See, I was about 6, 7. I remember the train running over his legs. I still see that. What bothered me the most was the ambulance, because it reminded me of the bunker, going into the bunkers. When you knew the bombs would soon come. I'd always kind of cringe and shake myself. And then for days and years, I could still hear the women screaming that were being raped. Lots of things you remember, and some of them you want to forget, because it's just, you can't live in that kind of a world forever. But yet it's reality.